This is He Knows His Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. Alright, shout outs to Omar. He asked me to make a video on who do I think are the 10 players basically above LeBron James. Why do I have him ranked number 11? Okay, here's the 10 players that I have ranked above LeBron James. Number 1 on the list, I have Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Everybody knows by acclamation he is the greatest basketball player to ever play the game. Number 2 on the list is an argument that could be made between Bill Russell and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But I'm going to give it to Bill Russell because the man has 11 championship rings. Something has to be said for that. And you have to remember, he has the second least amount of NBA Finals MVPs after Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan has 6. Bill Russell has 5. So when we're talking about Finals MVPs, something has to be said for that. So Bill Russell is number 2 on the list. Number 3 on the list is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. The reason why I have him there over Magic Johnson is the totality of rings that he has. He has 6. You know what I'm saying? Although he doesn't have as many Finals MVPs as Magic Johnson. As Magic Johnson has 4. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 3. But he has 6 rings. And he won on multiple teams. You know what I'm saying? So he gets credit for that. Number 4 on the list, and obviously the fact that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the, basically the guy that has the record for the most points in NBA history, that still hasn't been broken. So on to number 4, Magic Johnson. The man has 5 titles. You know what I'm saying? 4 Finals MVPs. You know what I'm saying? 4 regular season MVPs. I mean, there's nothing else that you could say about Magic Johnson other than the fact that Magic Johnson's stats stand out. This man been to 9 NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. In a 10-year run, a 10-year career, 9 NBA Finals, and 5 of them things. So that speaks volumes. That means 50% of his NBA career, he was living in the NBA Finals. That's why I said Pantheon of Greatness, 50% or better. Now, number 5 on my list. Now, this is going to be controversial, but it is what it is. I have Kobe being Bryant. And the reason why I have him on the list is he also has 5 NBA titles. You know what I'm saying? He has 2 Finals MVPs, 5 for 7 in the NBA Finals, 72% NBA Finals average. Damn near got almost all the records minus the points as a Lakers. He damn near broke all the damn records. So Kobe Bryant is a legend within himself. Top 3, you know what I'm saying, in scoring of all time. I mean, he's going to probably be, yeah, he's still going to be in the top 3 because even though LeBron James is etching up, Kobe's just going to be pushed to number 3. So, or, yeah. Is he going to be pushing number? No, he's going to be pushing number 4. But I have to have Kobe Bryant as my 5th. Number 6 is Tim Duncan. This man has 5 titles. Went to 6 NBA Finals, 5 for 6. This man got 4 Finals MVPs. The big fundamentals, you know what I'm saying? He's done it all, you know what I'm saying? Like, he took it to Shaq and Kobe, beat them both in their prime. Something has to be said for that. And this man has won NBA titles in damn near 3 NBA generations, in the 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s. Let me say that again, the 90s, the 2000s, and the 2010s. And something has to be said for that accomplishment in of itself. Now, let's go to number 6. Number 6 on the list, no, number 7. Number 7 on the list is Shaquille O'Neal. This man has 4 titles. You know what I'm saying? 4 for 6. 3 Finals MVPs. You know what I'm saying? Although Shaq did not live up fully to the potential that he deserved to live up to, I have him ranked number 6 because he was the most dominating force in terms of a center package. You know what I'm saying? 5 feet and in, nobody was doing what he was doing other than Will Chamberlain, right? Okay, now who is my number 7? Number 7 on my list is Larry Bird. Larry Bird got 3 Finals MVP, 3 Finals, right? You know what I'm saying? 3 for 5. If Magic Johnson wasn't there in the 80s, Larry Bird would be living in the Finals a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because his winning percentage would be there. Just imagine the 5 times he went to the Finals. Magic Johnson wasn't there, he'd be 5 for 5. So that should tell you and speak volumes. Plus, Larry Bird is the most clutch 3-point shooter in the history of the game. So this nonsense about LeBron James better than Larry Bird, people don't understand Larry Bird's passing ability. You know what I'm saying? Same thing Magic Johnson had. These guys' passing abilities were off the charts. And they had ball handling skills, legitimate ball handling skills that LeBron James never had. Now let's fast forward, you know what I'm saying, to number 8. Number 8 on my list is obviously Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain, this guy was averaging 50 points per game for a number of seasons, man. He still has the record holding for 100 points in a game in NBA history. No one has set that tone. And before Shaq, there was Wilt. Wilt was the most dominating force in his time. This man was putting up gaudy stats. We're talking about 50 plus points, 20 plus rebounds. Who does that, man? And his field goal percentage. There was a year this man averaged 83% field goal percentage. I mean, it's just off the charts what this guy has done. Now, number 8 on the list. Number 8 on the list is going to be Isaiah Thomas. Now, Isaiah Thomas, I don't care what anybody tell me, this guy was 2 for 3 NBA Finals average. Isaiah Thomas, there's an argument that he could have been 3 for 3. Now, could you imagine him winning the titles that he did in the era that Magic and Larry played in? Come on, that 80s era was no joke, man. Michael Jordan was on the outside looking in. That's how great that era was. Now, let's be honest. Michael Jordan didn't have a Scottie Pippen that came of age, and Phil Jackson was still wet behind the ears. But if we're looking at the totality of things, and we're looking at the fact that, you know what I'm saying, the cards were stacked the way it was, that was the 80s was the time, man, where the NBA was where it was at. Because people forget, Michael Jordan took the game to the next level, right? The Magic and Larry, you know what I'm saying, they saved the NBA. But Isaiah's right there too, as honorable mention. That bad boy Pistons, they got on the nerves of both the Celtics and the Lakers. Let me say it again. They got on the nerves of both the Celtics and the Lakers. So Isaiah gets number 8 on my list. Now, number 9 on my list. Now everybody's sitting there and they're like, damn, who would be number 9 on your list? Well, who's number 9 on my list? Number 9 on my list would be, let's see. It's going to be Jerry West. Now, I know people are going to be like, what? Why the hell you got Jerry West there? Listen, man, Jerry West is the logo. Jerry West is a guy who put up stats beyond stats. You know what I'm saying? Jerry West was that dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what anybody tell me. This man right here was a basketball connoisseur. Now, it's different from LeBron James in terms of him losing in the NBA Finals, right? Because look at the teams he had to go up against. Look at the competition that he had to go up against. Because it was him and Wilt Chamberlain. But it was those Celtics teams, man. Outside of that, Jerry West was dominating any and every damn body. This man was putting up gaudy stats. So I have him ranked as my number 9. My number 10. Now, this is going to be controversial. And a lot of people are going to be like, what? Why the hell you have him listed as number 10? Well, number 10 for me is Dwayne Wade. See, a lot of people sleep on D-Wade. They sleep on what D-Wade's brought to the table. They're like, man, how you put Dwayne Wade over LeBron James? Well, Dwayne Wade he was the psychologist for LeBron James. If it wasn't for Dwayne Wade, LeBron James would not be the player that he is today. So we have to keep it a buck here. Dwayne Wade deserves to be in that top 10. He got 3 finals, just like LeBron James. But see, instead of his finals MVPs being bought, like LeBron James, his finals MVP has been bought to him, Dwayne Wade still owes the record, you know what I'm saying, as being the number 4 guy, the number 4 scorer in NBA Finals history with 34.7 points per game. LeBron don't have that. Let me say it again, LeBron don't have that. So D-Wade, what he did with that 06 Miami Heat team was unreal. And again, it was that Dirk Nowitzki team that turned around and beat, you know what I'm saying, the LeBron James and company after the fact. And then number 11 is going to be LeBron James. And people forget, when Dwayne Wade and LeBron James played against one another, D-Wade used to stick it to LeBron, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why LeBron wanted D-Wade on the team with him, because LeBron understood Dwayne Wade's clutch ability. Dwayne Wade was arguably being compared with the likes of a Michael Jordan and a Kobe Bryant at one point. Let's not forget. Lest y'all forget, let's have to remind y'all asses. Now, number 11 is LeBron James. He's number 11 on the list because he has an abysmal 33% NBA Finals average. Everybody else's Finals average goes ahead of his. LeBron James has had the most help, but he has the most losses in NBA Finals. How you have the most help but then the most losses at the same time? That makes absolutely no sense. And when it's all said and done, Kevin Durant turns around and wins one more. I'm going to push his ass ahead of LeBron James, and LeBron's going to be number 12 on the list. So that's my order. That's the 10 people that I have ahead of LeBron James. So y'all put in the comment section who's y'all starting 10. You know what I'm saying? Who's y'all 10 that y'all have over LeBron James? What does your 10 look like if you do have LeBron James in your all-time list of who's the all-time greats? So just put it in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their basketball opinion, but you know me. I come with cold-hearted, unadulterated, and cutthroat truth. So the truth of the fact of the matter is my list trumps it all. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.